What's up, everybody? Welcome to AEW Uncensored. I'm here with my man, Alamis Prime. We are the Bridge and Tunnel Connection. We are Nolan Hash. And we are the Beast from the East.
With the least
research.
Oh, and
So
I'm looking now. I see that my actual face is completely. I like this actually. This is good. I could do whatever I want. I could say whatever I want.
I told you I had a surprise
That's
for
great.
you, bro. So shout out to Simon.
Yes.
Simon in the in our AEW Uncensored fam chat. He posted up an Alan's face on Optimus Prime's body. So that was some fun that I figured I'd have with Alan as we started the show. HWO almost fully taken over at this point. What's up, Spartan Puma, a.k.a. Alex Puma, a.k.a. motherfucking 78 different other names. Puma, you were first. Eddie, what's good, brother?
What's up, guys?
John, what's up, John? Good to have you back again. Yeah, man. So I like this. I like this, Alan. I think, all right, I'll drop it now, but I had a little fun with it.
I did like it enough that it's actually my background, though I'm going to have to adjust it so you can actually see my face.
Yeah, you're going to have to crop up the image a little bit. So, yeah. So, this week, okay, you know what? Before we get going, like, share, subscribe, hit the bell, hit the thumb, all that shit. You know, get your family's phones, do the same on theirs. UncensoredAlliance.com, you find everything we do there. Twitter, AEW Uncensored, although I can't access my Twitter account because I will not give them my phone number. Email, AEW Uncensored Podcast at gmail.com. Love mail, hate mail, blase mail, whatever mails. Just send us some fucking mail already, goddammit. AEW Uncensored Podcast on Facebook. Throw it in the search bar. We have a page and a group. Like the page, join the group. We also have AEW Wrestling Uncensored, which is just our general AEW group. So if you want to join that as well. As far as the podcast version of this, you can get us on all third-party applications. So just search our name in those. We're also on Google Podcasts, Deezer, TuneIn, iTunes, Stitcher, and iHeart Radio. Please, on iTunes, rate, like, subscribe, review. That's huge for us. As far as Skype and getting with us on the show, you want to call in on the show, get on with us live. Join us on Skype. The link's in the description. We'll put you in the chat. We'll put you in the Uncensored Alliance family chat, which is exactly where this picture of Alan came from, because we have such great listeners who we love and are trying to take over our show. So in that chat, we'll throw you in that chat, and from there we'll coordinate bringing you on the show. So that's just how you get on with us live. It's comment about the past week's shows or anything AEW related you'd like to speak about. So anyway, now that that's out of the way, I wanted to start with somebody on Instagram had posted that there was a Sting not unrivaled. They have another line coming out. The AEW Figures I'm speaking about. I can't remember the name of the fucking line, but it's unrivaled, and they're talking about bringing another line. Our boy Eddie, who's in the chat right now watching, he sent me the link to this Sting figure on Amazon. Now, I jumped on it. I ordered 2. Obviously, it was saying July or so, July, August. Within a day, it was already saying December 2021. So, I don't know. It must have just been something that either got through the cracks or they put it there and didn't have any official date for. Because I'm gonna assume that they got a date afterward, because again, like a day later they changed a date from like August to December of 2021. So we'll see. Yes, thank you, Eddie. He's fucking in the chat. He kept going, "You're welcome. You're welcome." Like, I get it, Eddie. I get it. You helped me out, bro. Fucker. Spider-Man NYC. What's up,
my
brother?
favorite superhero.
That's a local right there. If you are in NYC. Are you gurgling, Alan? You just fucking gurgled.
No. That's something else happening in the background, which I won't
Okay,
speak to at the moment, but that wasn't me.
All right. All right. So I don't even want to know. I don't even fucking want to know. So anyway, so I got my order in for 2 of those new Sting figures, and I also, with the AEW figures, someone had posted that they had a brandy on the way in one of the wrestling figure groups that I'm in, and he mentioned he got it from Australia. Now, dude, Alan, please don't make the face, bro, because I'm not gonna hold it together. So, son of a bitch. So, so I started reading the comments, and the guy was like, "Oh, okay," because the guy had asked him where he got it from, and he said Australia, and he goes, "All right, I'm in the U.S." And the guy goes, "Well, I'm in the U.S. too." So basically, he ordered this figure from Australia to get shipped to the U.S., which they do from this website. So he had a brandy figure coming. I went on the website and actually ordered the whole set except the Jericho because, of course, only fucking Jericho was out of stock. This set, apparently, the ones that are going to come from Australia are apparently the updated versions. You know, they had spoke about doing a second run of these with the better skin tones. So the ones that are coming from this Australian website, I believe they're claiming are to be the updated skin tone. So that's why I ordered them. I don't want to have to hunt them down if they ever come here, or if they don't come here, I don't want to get screwed out of not getting them. So I grabbed them from there, and I just have to hunt down a Jericho at this point. I'm guessing, you know, since Australia, AEW's new and WWE's not new anywhere, that, you know, Jericho probably sold out, being the most recognizable face to everyone, especially over in Australia. Shout out to George, who's our boy out in Australia. Maybe George could track me down a Jericho out there. But yeah, so that was it with that. On the toy front, I'm happy. I pre-ordered my Wave 4s. I ordered 2 sets of those. So I've been getting fucking hammered with AEW figure stuff popping up. Let me see. Let's see what the chat's got for us. See if anybody caught that shit. Simon says, good to see John back. Yes, it's awesome to have John back again. 14:07 here in Mexico, so we're talking military time, so that's 2:07. Okay, John says he's been here for months, but he just never chatted. That's cool. Dang, that's awesome. We know it's about 8 over in the UK, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not trying to break down this fucking military time you guys keep working with. We are in the fucking United States. We don't do military time unless you're Jimmy, and Jimmy apparently is not here. He's taking.
Yeah, we're missing Shake and Bake.
Yeah, that's true. Bake might be here. Bake sometimes is quiet until we fucking egg him on. Simon says, you guys have added one more sub to your YouTube this week. Well done, gents. You motherfucker. Jesus Christ. I didn't even know we did. I didn't get an email or anything. There you go.
We got 74. We're one away from the anniversary 75, which only matters in comic books.
Spider-Man said he just gained one.
There you go.
That's fucking awesome. And Eddie says it starts. I'm sure we know what he's talking about. 6 minutes in and the car has already crashed, Simon said. Yep, Queens. Oh, he's fucking out in Queens, Spider-Man NYC.
We're in Queens. I lived in Jackson Heights for a number of years.
We got Yonkers in the house and fucking Jersey, baby.
There you go.
Woo! That's why we are the Bridge and Tunnel.
That's right.
And the beast from the east. Dude, Simon, that's fucking hilarious. Simon goes, Bill's spending his stimulus check on figures. Shit you not, man. I'm afraid to see what my bill's going to be on my credit card, so literally might have to put $600.
Jesus.
from my stimulus on my toy purchases from the credit card. It was a crazy month. It legit was like one of the craziest months, and it's actually going to get probably just as bad over the next month or so. And he says, nope, 75. He just subbed. Thanks, Spider-Man. Appreciate that.
Thank you. Cool.
Yeah, appreciate that sub, brother.
25 away from 100. And then 99,000 away from the YouTube 100,000 button.
Oh, man. We'll get there. We'll get there in the year 2078.
We'll get there. We'll be doing this from the old home and retirement home. And
just say what that 90-year-old Moxley just did to Sting's carcass. Yeah, fucking Simon has to attack us on our subs, which is fucked up, Simon. He's gonna just as I said it, he goes, I'm gonna unsub. I like the 74. You bastard. Oh my goodness. All right. Let's get down to the nitty gritty because we're having too much fun to start this off with. I don't think we can have this kind of fun and maintain a listenership. They're gonna say, "What the fuck, man? We came here for AEW and you're coming out here with nonsense." So shout out to ATA, by the way.
Yep.
I think we need an ATA shout out from now on.
Absolutely.
Every show. All the ass, aka Ty and fucking Anna J. Ty J, whatever the fuck you want to call him.
Is it all the ass or all that ass?
All the ass, because they got all the ass.
Gotcha. Yeah. I had Chicago in my head, all that jazz, and said it's all that ass.
Puma asks, what's happening with the Lucha Brothers? Haven't seen them on AEW in a while. They were on. Were they on last week?
I thought they were.
No, they were on 2 weeks ago. No, they were on last week, and no, Phoenix wrestled last week, right? I guess we'll get to it, but I think what's his name injured? Penta? Didn't they claim Penta was injured?
Yes, they did.
Yeah, we'll get to that, but they were on Dark. I didn't watch the match, but they were on Dark. They wrestled. I think Phoenix just wrestled this past week, and the week prior they were kind of involved in that Young Bucks, Kenny, all that elite bullshit. So
yeah.
Simon says, P.S. I released a new video on my channel and gained a few new subs.
Yeah, I was telling
you
Bill
know what,
about
Simon?
That. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah. He was telling me about it.
Yeah.
And you know what? Shut up.
I love Kit Kat, so I actually got a kick out of seeing all the various flavors of Kit Kat. It was awesome.
Yeah, he was talking about it. I said he needs to do a rebuttal video and outdo your Kit Kat video. What's the name of your channel anyway? We'll fucking shout it out. Unlike you, who doesn't share our channel and stuff with, his Facebook friends and Twitter followers. All right, anyway, let's get to AEW. So, Dark, you said you don't have much. You could start off because yours is pretty funny.
Yeah, my only thing about Dark is I was upset that Sonny Kiss won a match. That was it. That turned me off for the whole show.
Yeah, I popped when you said that one. That was funny. For me, the only thing I have is the two things I have was Sammy. Obviously gets his promo again. He had some good premises in a promo, but again, he's just meandering and it just delivered awfully. I think he needs to work on tightening that up. He's still in this meandering as he's talking. He had a lot of good premises with this one, but they just didn't hit because they weren't well delivered. And my fucking note thing keeps crashing on me. So that's not going to be good. Did you happen to listen to the promo or no?
I listened to it. I didn't really take much note about it because of the fact that it didn't really sound much different from what he's been doing. He's still in a point where he's underperforming at the moment in regard to his promos, and he's still doing that. So, not much else to say other than that. He's got to step it up a bit.
Yeah. So it was Sid Eats Grub. That's Simon's
right.
Channel. El Australiano was super cool. Listen, we love Australia, but that guy was not super cool. What the fuck was he wearing? Was he wearing a stripper's fucking gear or what? Did his stripper girlfriend take his clothes and he took her clothes by mistake? Like, what's going on, bro? That dude's gear was awful. Yeah, the Lucha Brothers faced Chaos Project. Yep. I didn't know who they faced, but I knew they wrestled. As I fast forwarded, I seen it. The other thing I had was I watched the beginning of the Acclaimed and Fuego and Captain Dean, Captain Sean Dean. You know, I like the Acclaimed. I like the raps, so of course I had to watch it. Fuego and Dean came out, right? So Taz was saying they'd be a great tag team. Captain Fuego would be a great name for them, you know. And a little bit later as the match, just as the match starts. So it's a couple minutes later, you get Taz, Taz and Excalibur talking about the what the fuck is this? What is that show called? Go Home Big Show, Big Go Home Show, whatever the new TNT show is. Yeah, Taz was like, "Oh, I watched it. I liked it." He's like, "All except Cody," you know. And so then Excalibur uses that to go because Taz had said, "You give these two guys some pyro, call them Captain Fuego, and that'd be a great tag team." So anyway, the little banter goes on about Cody. He goes, "Nah, I loved everything about it except Cody." And then it gives Excalibur a little dig at Cody where he goes, "Well, if Cody didn't take all that pyro, we'd have a little pyro for Sean Dean and Fuego's tag team, and they might become something big." So I thought it was, I popped on. I thought it was good. I like the little digs that they take at each other. It's a conscious thing where Cody's probably involved in it. He's probably like, if you see a dig, take the dig because this is what people are seeing and saying online. So take the dig. I'm not going to take it personal. Yeah. So I definitely pop for that. It's fucking Simon, man. Look, he's already taken attention away from our new subscriber. Talking about his stupid Japanese weird Kit Kats, fucker. Seems like Bill has done some research this week. Just a little. A teeny
Just a little bit. Every now and then you have a little bit of percentage. Least doesn't mean none.
Yeah, right. Least doesn't mean none. Just mostly none.
Right.
All right, on to Dynamite. So we get Dark Order. We're out here doing a little something. A little celebration of Brody Jr., -1's birthday. If you notice, the Dark Order came out the face tunnel.
Yep.
Did you catch that?
I did.
I believe they left in the heel tunnel, though, which was,
Oh, that I didn't notice.
Maybe. I believe they did. I don't think I took notes on that, but it was interesting either way. If that... Maybe these guys in the chat can refresh my memory. You guys know my memory. If I don't write it down, I don't fucking remember it. But so they came out. They're given on the ramp was a nice big cake for Brody Jr. They all sing happy birthday to him. Everybody in the crowd singing happy birthday, getting into it. I loved it. I got to tell you one fucking thing, guys. Brody Jr. emotes better than the Young Bucks ever will.
Yep.
And he's fucking 9.
Easily.
He is 9 and the kid's got the fucking skills already. His motions, his movements, you see him hamming it up. Like he's got the hand movements and dude, shit's all over the Bucks. He really does in terms of being able to emote and sell and just act in general. Yep. He's fucking more believable than the Young Bucks. Let's just put it that way. The kid's gonna be legit if he does end up becoming a wrestler. If he doesn't fall out of love with it, or just as he gets older, just feel like wrestling's not something he's interested in.
Yeah, without
I
a doubt.
definitely can see this. I could definitely see this kid as a fucking megastar. Anyway, Chaos Project comes out to spoil the fun. Brody Jr. has his little beef with fucking Luther. So so they start brawling, and then bam, you got Hangman's music hits. When that hits, usually everybody's popping. So everybody's popping. Everybody's brawling like outside of the ring. So he just comes right off the stage and just dives on top of everybody. Yeah. It looked great. It wasn't one of those typical everybody's piled around for a dive. It kind of was very organic. They were wrestling. They happened to just be all on that side of the ring. They didn't all just congregate. I mean, they did all just congregate on purpose, but it didn't feel that way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It was choreographed
which
very
a lot
well.
of times, yes, which a lot of times these feel a little fucking over. It just feels very awkward and like you said, choreographed. Looked great, hit the dive. The match was great as well. Very fast paced, but executed well. I'm not I like fast paced, but sometimes when the whole match is fast paced and there's no slowdown, sometimes I'm a little like, what the fuck? Yeah. But it was well executed. It was fast paced and it was fun. For me, it was fun. Yeah. I didn't expect this many people to be in a match and me enjoy it, but I enjoyed it. Brody Jr. came Serpentico during this whole disaster. Not a disaster in a bad way, but this whole brawling and all that shit. So that was cool. And of course we get Dark Order wants Hangman's answer, and Hangman says no. And as he says no, all the fucking confetti shoots all over. Everybody's celebrating. They think he's going to say yes. And he disappoints him and lets him down. And he basically says, I tried the group thing, guys. It's not really for me. I don't know what this will lead to in terms of, will it become a match or a program, or will it just be Hangman's friendly with the Dark Order, but he just doesn't join them. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I mean, they can go
interesting to see.
Yeah, I mean, they can go a number of directions with it too, because now that they are positioning Dark Order as being a face group, you do wonder if this might get Hangman to turn heel against them, which I know that's not really his that's not the best place to put him in probably at the moment, but obviously they never planned on getting Dark Order over as far as being faces, so things have changed a little bit. I did find it funny that as Silver's talking to him, it looks like he's proposing to him. He's on one knee. I expect him to pull out a ring. That's the way he was doing it.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to turn heel. There's that whole Kenny thing lined up still. I think once the Mox thing is over, they might move towards the Kenny thing, or they might take Hangman a little bit further out.
Right.
Make him kind of be in his own thing for a while, and then towards the end of the year, because I don't see Hangman not being the next world champ, if that makes sense.
Okay.
So for that to happen, it can't be like a mid-year feud with him and Kenny. Unless they have a very long feud, which I'm good. There can be Kenny beating him a couple times, and then him making the comeback for finally win the title. They all climb the mountain.
Yep.
The face.
Yep.
The face finally wins. I mean, that's what the fuck we've been talking about. Unfortunately, it seems the face always wins now. I wouldn't mind seeing a Kenny and Hangman program for over a year.
Yeah, easily.
And Kenny just constantly spoiling Hangman, and Hangman finally getting over. Hangman's already over. If Hangman takes a year to finally beat Kenny and climb that mountain, that would just make him a fucking megastar, in my opinion.
Yeah.
If it's written well and done well. Yeah. I mean, I don't know how you feel, but I feel that that's just another catapult to take him from the star that he currently is and just putting him over to that legend status.
Yeah.
And I know it's early in all this to call anybody a legend, but he's got what it takes. He's got the persona. He's got the look. He's got the match in-ring shit. His promos are pretty decent. You put him over the top with certain programs.
Yeah, I mean, and I guess I would have liked to see. I know obviously they derailed this a little bit with getting Kenny involved with Moxley, but I would have liked that program to start right off the bat after they had their whole little rigmarole. But I do hope that they haven't simply forgotten about it, because obviously they haven't really done much with them interacting since then for various reasons. So hopefully they will come back to that. If they don't come back to that, then it's kind of like Hangman can go anywhere at that point.
Yeah, I guarantee they'll go back to it. They've got it.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what the chat got to say. The day someone super kicks -1 will draw so much heat. Yeah, that'll definitely draw a lot of heat. That was from Simon. Simon also says, best showing from Luther since he was signed, although he fell off the ringside at the very end. That was Simon as well. Yeah, he got he got put through the cake, obviously, and he sold it well. I mean, you could see that he kind of rubbed his face in a little more than it was, put in there, but he came up with enough cake on his face, like a true professional. He made sure he came up with a lot of cake on it. Simon says Adam Page was kind of a heel pre-AEW, and it worked pretty well with him killing Joey Ryan, etc. Yeah, I know he was a heel, like, obviously with Bullet Club and all that shit. I don't know too much about Page pre-AEW. Again, like you guys know, you listen, I was really out of wrestling for the most part. I kind of peripherally followed certain wrestlers in the last few years only, and when I say peripherally, real peripherally, I would maybe watch a match once every 6 months of them, or I'd watch them for like a week or so, and then I'd fall off for another 7 months. So can't say that I know Page's in-depth work. However, I love his AEW stuff. Like I said, I think he's one of the top wrestlers in the company.
Yeah.
Along with like guys like Jungle Boy, and Sammy's fucking amazing.
Yep.
And everybody has their own strengths. Like Darby's an amazing seller, So is Sammy, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, he is.
He's a guy. He'll sell his ass off. So, all right. So next up, we get MJF and Jericho. We get a promo with them too. MJF is, he's doing the old, this might tear apart Inner Circle. Jericho begs to differ. MJF kind of comes around it by the end of this promo. I mean, it's just a little more selling of the rift that's to come.
Yeah.
MJF now has a plausible deniability of, I told you so, Chris, you didn't listen, blah, blah, blah. Promo does what it does.
Yeah. Yeah.
Next up, we get Sting and Darby. They're in the ring for a promo together for the first time. How would you say? Fuck. I'm at a loss for the word.
For the first time with him not being in the rafters. Like they were
right. Well,
in the ring together.
They both agreed to this. Like, I can't. The word's escaping me right now. But Sting starts to congratulate Darby on his TNT title. Then, of course, you get Team Taz breaking in on a big screen. They say, you want to use the street tactics. Okay. You want to, basically hinting street tactics. You attack with the bat. You attack with the skateboard. This, that, the third. So it's funny that I had this in my notes, and then like a day or two later, they announced it. But Taz says, I grew up in the streets, blah, blah, blah. We know what that's going to lead to. Obviously, my notes say, we're looking for this at a cinematic street fight at the pay-per-view. I said, who would Team Taz use? Could Taz be one of the contestants in this match? It obviously turned out to be Brian Cage, and Starks.
Yeah.
I almost called him Tony Starks.
I do that all the time.
Yeah, I almost called him Tony Starks. So it turned out to be Starks and Cage. So no Taz. Still no word if this is a street fight. Maybe they did. I just didn't read it right.
They did. They actually said it would be a street fight for the purposes of that way Sting would not have to take a lot of different bumps in the ring. It's going to protect him more. So from what I heard, it is going to be pretty much a street fight.
No, I'm talking about the official. Did the official? Because I swore I was reading the official thing and it didn't say it.
I forgot if they made it official or not, but I could have sworn
they had an official poster build,
yes.
Like an image.
They did,
but I don't remember it saying street fight on it.
Yeah, I'd have to take a look again to see. Again, at least research. I'd have to take another look again to see whether or not it actually says that. But I believe that it has been officially confirmed that it's not going to be a tag team match in the ring. So, I was a little disappointed, actually. I really did hope that Taz was going to be one of the contenders because it does make sense to put Taz up against Sting, just to balance it out a little bit, and just because it feels like they've been building more towards the two of them going at it. So, what are you going to do? That could be something still down the road. I still could see that down the road, that you'll have a one-on-one with Sting and Taz.
It's a possibility, especially after all this is over.
Yeah.
Not over, but towards the end of the program.
Yeah.
Because I mean, this Darby Taz thing's been going on for a long time, and not that I want it over because I like the long-term storytelling, but eventually it's going to have to come towards an end, and I could see that maybe ending with Sting and Taz.
Yeah.
I know you'd like it. I'm not so hot on it, but I'm okay with it. Puma says, "Yo, you guys are now at 77 subscribers."
Oh, sweet.
Question mark. I don't know, but fucking that'd be amazing.
Yeah,
Thank you.
That's
See,
awesome.
Look, these guys, Simon shits on us, and we keep going up. Oh yeah, there's no date on the pay-per-view yet. I honestly didn't even look into that. I know it's February. I just don't know when.
February 3rd.
Like you said.
Beach break, right? That's February 3rd.
No. That's Beach Break. We're talking This was announced for Revolution.
Oh, okay. I got you.
Yes.
Oh,
Jesus!
see,
I thought I do bad research.
You know what? That just feels so off, though. It's like you would think with the way they're building this, they would have this on Beach Break because we're a couple weeks away. How much further are they going to drag this out and then have them face off at the next pay-per-view? Doesn't that feel like that's a really long time to just have nothing going on?
I mean, when's the pay-per-view? Is the pay-per-view mid-month? I mean, that's not too far away.
Well, if Beach breaks on February 3rd, I don't know. I guess I guess you'd have to see if they haven't announced it yet. Maybe it would be in March.
No, it's February. It's a February pay-per-view, buddy.
So they're gonna have Beach break on the 3rd, and then they're gonna have another pay-per-view the same month.
What are you talking? Okay, guys, I'm gonna have to fuck with Alan right here. Beach Break is just a titled Dynamite.
Oh, that's their tagline. Okay, gotcha. Still not used to that in wrestling.
Research! This fucking guy don't even know that this is a fucking Dynamite.
I keep hearing these titles and I'm thinking that they're actual pay-per-views. I'm still not used to the whole not having a pay-per-view once a month thing. So blame my WWE markness on that. Anyway.
Okay. Simon says they're looking to move it due to the Logan Paul fight. Might be in March. Okay, so maybe it will be March. We'll see. I mean, it's kind of played out long term anyway.
Yeah.
And I agree. How many more times can these guys just confront each other with not much action happening? Next up, we get the Bucks. They're going to meet Kenny and Callis for a meeting to clear the air. Only they show up and Kenny's not there. So Callis swerves them again. Callis tries to pay off the Bucks to stay out of Kenny's life. The Bucks basically like, this is a fucking weak salary for us. What are you talking about? He goes, okay. I forgot you guys in your merch, signs another check to him. They take umbrage to Callis and what he's trying to do here. They corner him and, obviously beat him up. of course Marvez is here again.
Yeah.
I think they're fucking ribbing the wrestling fans by putting Marvez in all this shit. Marvez just pops up everywhere. They dog him when he's there. What are you? You're here again, you fucking creep, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. Matt was almost okay in this. You know, I have a problem with Matt and everything. He was almost okay in it. A few times he got a little too phony. Nick came off very smooth, played it great. He's just himself.
Yeah.
Which worked fine.
Yeah, you could definitely tell who is the superior of the two as far as performing behind a mic.
Well, I think the problem is Matt tries to perform. And Nick just kind of plays himself.
Yeah.
And it comes off more natural.
Yeah.
You know?
For sure.
Matt is trying to he's doing all these movements and running around and these looks and you know, all that shit. You know, I think it kills his character and it really hurts the team as a whole.
I do have one problem with this whole direction of what they're going with the Bucks, in that, you know, a couple weeks ago they made a big deal. We got the Bullet Club back together. You know, you had the Bucks doing the Too Sweet thing at the very end. It's like, okay, wow, cool, we've got this whole thing. And now all of a sudden, a week or 2 weeks later, we're already getting dissension. So you feel like it's a little too soon for something like that to be taking place?
Well, they didn't officially say anything. They just were friends. You know, they're not saying that there's an official anything. They're just, we're friends, and, you know, this is what we used to do. So, hey, welcome back to friend, you know, we're all together on the same card again. There was no official, like, sit down, hey, we're all a group again.
Okay,
there was none of that.
Enough.
So
it felt like it, though. Like, it had that feeling in the ring when they're all doing the Too Sweet together. It's like an unspoken thing where it felt like it. You know what I mean? It felt like, okay, this group's back together again.
And I also feel like there might be a swerve coming with the Bucks and Callis. You know, maybe this is all for show.
Right.
And Callis and the Bucks and Kenny and everybody's all, you know, they're all, you know, everything's good between them, you know. So that's just that's me forward thinking on this.
Yeah.
I don't know otherwise where it might lead. Because don't forget, Kenny said, hey, you guys coming with me or not, you know.
Yeah.
And they were doing that semi-heel shit, so we'll see. It's just a matter of time again. Everything's a matter of time when it comes to this stuff, unless you know or you know, we obviously like to lay things out how we would hope they go,
yes.
But I wouldn't mind seeing the Bucks and this whole Bucks Callis Kenny thing being a swerve on the audience, and you know they use it to do something big. Even if they fucking turn on the Good Brothers, say, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Could be a swerve, and they get the now we get Kenny gets the TNA the Impact Championship, and the Bucks get the fucking TNA tag titles. You never know. I mean, thinking outside the box like that, I mean that'd be a fucking amazing story.
Yeah.
So, you know, they always claim the Bucks are the best tag team in the world, blah blah blah. Kenny's the best in the world, blah blah blah. So now, you know, you got all the titles.
True.
That you can get your hands on at that point.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Simon says, Bill stopped bullying Alan. He's only just learned how to use the internet.
Internet
it's true.
Is capitalized.
It's true.
There you go.
Optimus Allen.
Optimus Allen. Good storytelling is the right of all wrestling promotions.
That is true. So then we get Cody and Avalon. Start us off here. What do you got?
Pretty decent match. I think I don't know. I didn't feel much oomph behind it. I mean, we got Cargill out there again, and it's like I know you are a big Cargill fan. I totally get it.
Yes,
I totally get it. I just feel like she's detracting overall from the story, because I don't really see where they can really go with her, other than the fact that obviously they want to put her up against Red Velvet for the time being. Fine, but I just feel like having her involved with this. I enjoyed the match between Rhodes and Avalon. I thought actually Cargill coming out there almost, I don't want to say the word ruined it, but it detracted from it more than adding a layer to it. You know what I'm trying to say?
I'll say you're wrong, because the reason the reason the match went on was because Cargill came out. He hit
Yeah.
Avalon with that crossroads right away, was about to pin him. Cargill comes in, fine as hell. Pauses Cody from going for the pin by getting his attention. And then the match then Peter Avalon gets his wits about him. The match continues.
Right.
They have a good match. There was the missed leapfrog. There was it was a good cover up, acting like Avalon was going for Cody's knee. Cody sold that well to kind of transition it. But it was a botched leapfrog. We all really know, but Cody sold it well, like it was a knee injury. More like Avalon was going for the knee than the duck under. So
yeah, I like that actually. That was very good. That was very quick thinking on Cody's part to make it look like it wasn't a fuck up, to make it look like, oh, okay, he did a leapfrog, but he landed on my freaking knee. So that was actually well done.
Right. It was a pretty good match overall. The ending was weird to me though. It's just like Cody goes to slap Avalon, he ducks, and then he just taps out. So
that was abrupt.
Yeah, I didn't like it. I didn't like that ending.
Yeah. Yeah.
Moving on from that, we get FTR and Tully with the program, promo, sorry. Tully says they need the titles back. As he's talking, Jurassic Express comes out. Did I say it right?
You got it right. I was like sitting here going,
woo!
What's he going to say? He got it right. Well done.
Woo! 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 All right. So Jurassic Express comes in. They confront FTR and Tully. Jungle Boy says they're great wrestlers for sure, and he learned that being in the ring with them. But by being in the ring with him, he knows he could beat them both. So basically, Dax and him throw down a gauntlet with each other, and they'll be going one-on-one next week, which I think will be a phenomenal match. As you know, I think Jungle Boy is underutilized, one of the better wrestlers in AEW in terms of pure wrestling. So I'm looking forward to that. Other than that, did you have anything on that match?
No, I'm happy about it too, because we've been saying this forever, that he works better as a single. I'd like to see him better as a single competitor than being part of this tag team. So the fact that this is going to give us a Jungle Boy one-on-one, very happy about it.
Very happy about it. Promo wise, good. Promo did what it was meant to do, basically.
Great.
Like
the
segment, the little segment there, whatever you want to call it.
It was sharp.
Yeah. Next we get Mox versus Nick Camarado. So Nick Camarado's that big ass dude, crazy frizzy hair. Camarado shoves Moxley. He looked like a 1 week old girl shoving a man.
Yeah.
Now, this guy's probably like 6'6", 270, maybe bigger.
Yeah.
And I apologize, not a 1 week, a 1 year old girl. He looked like a 1 year old girl shoving a man.
Yeah.
I was a little disappointed in that. Other than that, solid match. I'm really getting despondent with the shoving. The girls have turned me off to shoving in the women's matches. They always do these shoving matches. They look like shit. They look like 12-year-old girls shoving. Girl shit. It basically looks like girl shit. Which, I mean, yeah, they're women, but I mean, it looks like girl shit, man. I mean, you're watching women in a UFC. They ain't shoving each other like 12-year-old kid, girls.
Yeah.
They're busting people in the face. But Camarado impressed me. I haven't watched his dark stuff, so this was kind of pretty much my first time really seeing a full match with him. I can say that I wouldn't mind this guy becoming a main roster guy eventually. I think he's got a lot of potential.
Absolutely. In fact,
I think sometimes.
Yeah, sorry. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say,
real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, real quick. I just saying on Dark. Sometimes I've as I'm fast forward, I see this gear. He's got too much frilly shit on his gear sometimes. Maybe that kind of that's one thing. This time he didn't have all that, so I thought he had a good look with it without all that shit and whatever. But go ahead. I apologize. I didn't mean to cut you
it's
off
cool. I mean, you're right. His look works much better without all of that flair, I guess, so to speak.
Yeah.
He is a beast. He's somebody, he reminds me a lot of Hercules Hernandez back when Hercules first came onto the scene. He had longer hair. He had that big build. He reminds me a lot of that quite a bit. And I could see him almost being great also working together. I could almost see him being in the monster tag team with Rusev even. Like the two of them might work together.
Yeah.
He's a big beast. And he's somebody who, I'm glad that they finally put him on the main roster here. It was nice to see him go up against Moxley. Just to, get a taste of what he can do. So hopefully we'll get more of him and he won't just get relegated back to dark after this.
It's funny you say that because when they're comparing him, the look to Bruiser Brody with the hair and all that, I thought the same exact thing as you, Hercules.
Did you? There you go. Okay.
Yeah. That was probably my first thought after they were talking about who he looks like, you know. Real quick, Simon says Nick C is awesome, ready to get a push. Trained by QT. Nick C is going to be the next Hobbs. I wouldn't be surprised. Just like my notes here, another great guy in the magazine of AEW's gun, you know.
Yeah.
So we get a post-match promo by Mox, as always. Fire. Nothing more to say there.
Yeah.
I mean,
he's always going behind the mic.
Yeah, another great promo. Next up, we get an Eddie Kingston promo. He's facing Archer next week. Archer comes in spewing poems on him. I don't fucking know what the deal is with those.
I couldn't figure that out either.
He's been doing that in some of his promos, but Kingston kind of calls him on it right in his face. He's like, "What's up with the poems, bro?"
Yeah.
You know, like he basically called him on it right to his face, which was funny. Jake tells Kingston one-on-one without your monkeys, Butcher and Blade. So, basically he's saying, don't bring your boys because you think you're a badass. Come bring it, and Archer will bring it to you. So, that's coming up this coming week. We get Kenny. Kenny finally catches up with Callis, and he sees Callis is beat up. Callis let it slip, obviously, on purpose. That the Bucks might have been the culprits here. Yep. What happened. So Kenny's kind of like, what the fuck? Kenny's like, what's going on? So again, we'll see where this goes. There's a lot of moving parts with this right now. We'll see how it goes down the road and if it becomes a swerve of sorts on us, the fans, or if it really becomes some kind of program between the two.
Yeah.
Or I should say the three or whoever the fuck's involved. All right, man. I'm going to leave this one to you, bro.
Top Flight?
Yeah.
Top Flight Seidel versus Private Party Matt Hardy. I'm really enjoying Top Flight. I think that pairing them with Matt Sydal, first of all, makes a lot of sense. They've got a very similar style. Obviously, Top Flight is a lot more, loosey-goosey just in terms of just starting out. But good match. I thought that, Private Party, I'm not a big Private Party guy. I'm just not. I did think, however, that they did a good job in the match. I could see them actually having some kind of a program just because they had a lot of fluidity together. Matt Hardy, having him involved, it's like, okay, here we are again with Matt. It's like, what is there really to have him do but to be here and I guess be their advisor and just be in their corner. But overall, it was enjoyable. I was disappointed in the finish. I kind of want to see Top Flight start to get on a roll. I know they're very young. I know they're just kids, but I kind of figure, like, if you're going to have them get a roll started, if they're going to beat anybody, beat Private Party. I just don't see Private Party as a big enough deal to be the spoiler in this match.
But right now, Private Party's on the come up, so they're not going to beat them.
Yeah.
All right. For me, I didn't watch this match except for the beginning, and then I kind of just had my ears open. Mm-hmm. They got too cute in the beginning. They were doing too much cutesy shit, and they botched a bunch. I like Top Flight, from the past. Like I said, I really didn't watch this match, but they are good. They're very talented. They're them guys they're super athletic.
They are.
Their air that they get is crazy, so there'll be something big, I think. I like Private Party. Right now, current incarnation, I'm not a fan of. Remember, I started off saying they had some potential, but they're doing too much.
Yep.
They had to change up their look a little bit. They've kind of done that. They've cut out a lot of the cute shit that they were doing, and then I started getting on board a little more. And now the current thing I'm just not really into. So we'll see what the future holds for me and them in terms of how I feel about them. I don't dislike them, but their current scenario I'm not a fan of. Mm-hmm. The end sounded like a disaster. Again, this is all just listening, and from what I was hearing, it just sounded like a disaster and a mess. However, I did notice at the end Private Party doing some heel shit.
Yes.
So that could be interesting for the future.
Yes, I agree. It's one thing, I guess, that intrigued me a bit. They did attack Seidel and Top Flight afterwards. You got Matt Hardy then hitting Twist of Fate. It's like, okay. I don't know. I'm just not feeling Matt Hardy.
Yeah, me neither. Simon says Private Party invaded Impact the night before as heels and are now number one for the Impact belts. Yep. I didn't watch the match. I do know the outcome. I know there was it James Storm and somebody else were going to wrestle for the ability to go against who were they going to wrestle? Did you watch it?
I did not.
Okay. I believe it was James Storm and somebody else.
Okay.
They were going to wrestle in another team for the number one contendership for the tag titles, and Private Party kind of interrupted and said that they were going to, I don't even know. Like right now, I'm just talking out of my ass. It literally could have just been them, and they said, okay, we'll wrestle you, and whoever wins gets the title shot. So Private Party wrestled whoever the fuck, probably James Storm and whoever his partner was, and they won, got the number one contendership, and now they're gonna fight the Good Brothers for the belt. Sorry about that. I kind of just went all over the place with that because I didn't watch it, so I'm just kind of trying to go off my memory what I remember reading and kind of seeing clips of. Okay, give me the next match. Oh no, I'm sorry. MJF meets up with the Inner Circle, plays a good guy. Sammy gets in MJF's face. He was a little too fast with it, like with his with his part in the promo. He just was a little fast and a little it felt too manufactured.
Yeah, he's got to pace it much better. Especially when
it didn't come off natural.
No, and when you've got Sammy trying to do a promo with MJF is pretty much a master right now in this company with that, so you got to really step up and pace it much better.
Yeah, definitely needs to work on that. It just came off very, very manufactured.
Yeah.
So, oh my goodness, I didn't take any notes on the last match, buddy.
For Penelope Ford and Layla Hirsch?
Was that the last match?
Oh, last
no,
match.
It was Inner Circle.
Match. Sorry, I thought you said the next match.
Oh my. No. So real quick, okay, Simon. Yeah, it was James Storm and Chris Sabin. That was it. I believe they were going to. be the number one contenders, and Private Party came in and said, "Hey, how about you wrestle us?" And I guess whoever wins between those will be the number one contenders. So turns out Private Party won. Simon also says, I'd like Top Flight to join a group with Seidel, Matt Cross, maybe Will Ospreay at the lead, and call them flippy shit as a dig at Jim Cornette.
I like that.
That's
flippy
funny.
Shit.
Yeah, so we get Layla Hirsch and Penelope. Go ahead. Take it away.
It was all right. It was pretty funny at the beginning. You got Chuck Taylor coming out with the Butler outfit on. It's like, okay, they're going to make this about as literal as they're going to get. Match was okay. Penelope's matches are all right. There's nothing really special. She looks great. There's nothing really that stands out about her in her matches. And Layla Hirsch, I haven't really followed much at all. She's okay. It was a very ordinary match, I guess. Not really much to say about it. I mean,
She's good, but she's very plain.
she's very. Thank you. Plain was the word I was looking for. Very vanilla. Very vanilla.
Very vanilla. Right.
Um,
Right.
but you know, at the end of the match, you've got Miro calling in Charles, wanting an update.
Charles Taylor.
Yeah, Charles Taylor. He tells Taylor he could take him to new heights, has to let go of the past, and basically Miro's telling Taylor that he needs to let Orange Cassidy, that Miro is his best friend now. And Charles, again, he's in the suit, takes the mic. And he says that Miro's now his best friend. Cassidy looks like saddened at this. He's all like upset at what Taylor's dealing with. It was a silly segment, a silly post-match segment. The whole Butler thing is it's just stupid. I mean, I get what they're doing with it. They're trying to have some fun with it, but I just want Miro to beat everybody up.
But I wonder if this is a way to break up the best friends and allow Trent to get what he needs out of it. You know, Chuck to kind of go on his own and be the jobber that he should be. We'll see.
That's probably the future. I mean, that probably is where they're going to take this.
Yeah. So then we get the Good Brothers in the back. They're attacking Penta. This is what we were talking about. Penta gets attacked. Then Kenny strolls through the back and starts attacking him as well. And I don't have any other notes other than that. So
Me neither.
Basically setting it up. And what's next? Because my notes are fucking empty.
As far as the actual match itself, you didn't take notes? Oh, wow.
I don't know why either. I don't know why.
All right. Well, yeah, but we got Jericho and
move on.
Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah, it's MJO.
Come on.
Jericho and MJF. I don't know why I said MJO versus Santana Ortiz.
Sammy Hager.
Yeah, Sammy Hager. I love that. You know what they need to do?
I love how Sammy Hager came on screen and said, "That's my new favorite tag team."
And I got to tell you, man, it would be great if they became like a real team and if their theme would be like a tune from Sammy Hager.
Listen,
that would be...
relax, because Sammy needs to go solo.
I know. I'm a big Sammy Hager fan, so that's something that would really.
I enjoyed it. I thought
it would
was
make
fun.
my nuts tingle. Yeah.
Yeah.
But basically, yeah, you know, the winning team is considered to be the official tag team of the Inner Circle, and the idea is that whoever's going to win is going to face the tag champs. So, you know, match was decent. You had a lot, you know, Sammy getting MJF's face. The thing about
they really went
after it, and I like the idea that, you know, anyone can just tag into the match, so there's no DQ. Whoever wants to tag in at whatever time can just happen. So it was almost like I forgot what that kind of match is called. It's called something specific where
tornado like a tornado tag team.
Thank you. It was a tornado tag team match. They didn't call it that, but that's exactly what it was. And you know, the match itself, it was fun. I wanted to see, I guess, a little bit more mind stuff going on in the match. There wasn't so much of that. It really became a very just traditional tag match instead of having it didn't really have a lot of storytelling within the match outside of the physicality of the match itself. So there's not much else to say about it other than that. It was otherwise fun. It was entertaining. I did once they started, like, you know, Jericho's bringing his baseball bat to the ring, and then it's just like, okay, so is this the kind of match also where that's okay? I was questioning that too, because in a match like this where everybody could just tag, I didn't get the feeling though that it was the kind of match where there's no disqualification. I know you could just like bring a baseball bat into the ring, and I was surprised that nothing came about of that. But
well, this cheating shit never. These refs got no control over anything.
They just have exactly. You know. They have no control whatsoever, and this is just another occasion of that. But it was it was decent. I think that, you know, they definitely set something up at the end as far as how, you know, MJF won. He rolled up Sammy. He grabbed the tights
with the tights.
So that's gonna definitely it's not gonna be seen as legit that they won this.
Right. I like how they did that. It gives Sammy a little something to be pissed off about, continuing his tirades. I know this was kind of set up for MJF and Jericho to begin with, but I really, really wish Santana and Ortiz won this match. Man.
I would have liked that too. In fact, I kind of thought that is what was going to happen. I thought that
Me
would have
too.
made the most sense because, as far as first of all,
they were the ones that balked
they're
at
the
it.
ones
So
that balked at it. Exactly. It would have made more sense. It also would have been more legitimate in terms of them being an actual team.
Right.
So I was surprised. I guess not very terribly surprised. I figured that if they weren't going to win, it would have to be MJF and Jericho. But yeah, I was a little disappointed that they didn't take it.
Yeah. Not happy about that, but whatever. I mean, their time will come, I'm sure.
Yeah.
It's just I just feel like the tag team is in limbo right now. The tag team division is in limbo right now.
Very much so.
The Bucks aren't defending. You got Jurassic Express and FTR kind of like mulling around. You got Santana and Ortiz, who should be, top flight contenders, like doing nothing. I mean, there's a lot of milling about with very talented people that need to be in the spotlight. I can't wait for this third hour new show. Not a third hour on Dynamite, but the new show to give them a third hour. And, Tony Khan was speaking about being able to do a little more on YouTube as well. So I think there might be a little more expansion on YouTube other than just Dark. I think the fans need to let these guys know we need more time. We need more content out there. I mean, get on them, let them know we need more. We need more hours to put more of these wrestlers on the stage that they need to be on. Again, I'm not, as far as the YouTube stuff, you could pick and choose. I do it every week. I pick and choose what I want to see on this YouTube stuff.
I agree.
Of course, the live TV stuff I'll always catch live and watch it all. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Real quick, a note that rumor is that is it ABC Sports or NBC Sports, right? They're going away. And
I heard about that too, actually. Yeah, I don't know how legit that is.
Yeah, they're talking about now moving the hockey to Wednesday nights on where's USA? Yeah. Is that where NXT is?
So, yep.
So, yep. I mean, I don't know how true this is either, but that might mean NXT is off Wednesdays. So I'd be curious to see how much viewership AEW picks up.
Yeah, the writing is on the wall there, I think, for them, that if that in fact is going to happen, it's going to probably make a lot of sense for NXT to move to a different night. I don't know how WWE necessarily feels about that. They like the idea of being head-to-head, or if they're thinking that this might be a good way to get out, to get onto their own night and not have to be always thinking about the ratings every week. So,
well, there were rumors that USA wanted to move them off Wednesday.
There was
for a while now.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd be curious to see what NXT's ratings are off of Wednesday as well.
Me too.
Do they pick up any viewers? Does AEW pick up viewers? And you could really find out the winner by who picks up more viewers.
Yep. Exactly. So it'll be curious to see. I mean, right now there's nothing going on Thursdays for wrestling at all, so it might make sense to have NXT on Thursdays. Because you don't have to necessarily worry about competing with Dark on Tuesdays, but I just feel like Thursday is a more proper slot for a wrestling show.
Yeah. Simon says, agreed. Kenny said in an interview that he would like a show just for women. Shit on that. The women can't even carry a full show. So
they really can't.
They definitely need more reps for sure, but they definitely do not need their own show. Yeah. If you're going to do that, you might as well call it Women of Wrestling or Lovely Ladies of Pro Wrestling, whatever the fuck all these things have been called in the past. To separate them would almost be like outcasting them, that they're not good enough to be on the men's show, which, you don't want to piss off any particular set of anything. So, and then Simon says Bill picks and chooses what not to research. He says the NHL takes about 500K viewers, so it might take a few of AEW, but if NXT are not on the same time, the AEW ratings will still improve. Yeah, you know, the thing about that is, will AEW's once a week, NHL is what, like 80 some games? I don't know how many games, but I'm just gonna guess 80 games. I mean, if you can't, like, as a wrestling fan, like, I would watch AEW over, say, the Yankees. You know, like if the Yankees were on, because they have so many games, and it's only one night of the week.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
You're gonna have your team every other day of the week. Same if I was, say, like a Sixers fan or something. You know, it's the same premise. Like, no matter what your team is in a sport, you almost go, well, I mean, AEW is only once a week. You know, it's a story based. It's a story based thing as well. It's not, you know, as far as sports, sure, it's story based over a long season, but it's a long season, and one game isn't gonna set you back from the entire story of the full season.
It's not like competing with the NFL. It's such a different, scenario when you're competing with the NFL, where the NFL is only on once, twice a week, and so it's huge to have them on at the same time as Raw. And that's why Raw's ratings plummet all the time whenever it's during football season. But yeah, you're right. For NHL and certainly for baseball, if that was ever the case, there's not enough taken away where you're going to feel like, oh, I can't spend this one night watching wrestling instead.
But I mean, that's me. I mean, like,
I agree with you.
Me, I'm different.
I think it makes sense.
It's amazing how many people don't think the way I think. You know, like my fucking end all be all, of course, right? I would love that. Yeah, what I say goes. But but what reality is, like, when there's big things like what the hell happened? I don't even want to dredge it up. But something that happened a few weeks ago on Wednesday took viewers away.
Oh,
what was it? The inauguration?
Yes. Well,
the inauguration.
Yeah. But
was it the inauguration or the thing that happened before?
That was much earlier in the day. Why would that have taken anything away?
It was Wednesday, right?
It's at noon.
Yeah, but people come home, they haven't seen it. But plus, there's other news stuff based on that. So, like, something like that could take away your Jesus Christ, your ratings.
Sure. Major.
I never understood that, and that's only one thing. There's other things that have happened on Wednesdays that have taken away from viewership, which I don't understand. Because for me, it's like, like the debates. Didn't the debates? No, I was like, so it's like, for me, it's like, I'm going to watch AEW. I'm not going to watch the debates. I don't give a fuck, I could always watch the debate later or listen to the lies that the news tells me about the debate. Exactly. So, so real quick, Simon says, I'd not watch AEW over Tottenham's Hotspurs. So fuck the Tottenham Hotspurs, because I don't know what the fuck that is, number one. And as long as you listen to us over them, I don't care if you don't watch AEW itself over them. I'm joking, of course, but, quiet day in the chat, man. We had some hot shit going on early on. Everybody bailed on us. I hope we didn't lose Spider-Man NYC. Like, he got like 15 minutes and he goes, these guys ain't for me. Fuck off.
my lack of technical difficulties doesn't make it as exciting now.
Yeah. Simon says, ever heard of recording AEW? All right, touche. But I watch it. I'd rather watch it live.
I was going to say, not for nothing, I don't watch it live because of work and everything, and I always end up watching it later on anyway. But it is more difficult because you have to avoid the spoilers, and you have to try to not, pay attention if you really want to be surprised at what goes on during it. So it's harder with something story based to record that and watch it later, and then you have to go out of your way to basically avoid the spoilers.
Fucking Simon, he goes, have they all gone to watch Sid Eats Grub? You son of a bitch. Oh my God. The back scratcher for this one. Real pain in my ass. Funny thing, I didn't mention this, but 2 weeks ago, it's Wednesday, and usually I have my routine, before I watch Dynamite, but I don't know what happened. 8:30, I go, holy fuck, I go, Dynamite's on. I completely forgot.
Really?
That I was supposed to watch Dynamite. Yeah.
Wow, okay.
I was like, what the fuck? So I had to go, I rewatched, I started from the beginning, but it was about like 8:30, 8:40. And I realized that I don't know what the fuck I was doing. I think I was putzing around watching like YouTube videos or something, or fucking around on my phone. I couldn't tell you, but next thing I go, oh shit! So I fucking hurry up, go watch it, and start it over. And just funny that as I'm sitting here saying I'll never miss it, but I literally just actually forgot to watch it that one night. I've been watching your video this whole time, and every once in a while your ears disappear.
Do they really? You know what? That might be the background.
That's a green. I'm just fucking with you. That's a green screen.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like that green screen effect.
Exactly.
Green screen effect.
Exactly.
So, Simon says, fuck you. Wait, shit, you haven't mentioned the women's tournament being announced. Shit. Or damn. I don't know, but it's a lot of stars. I like curses, so don't put stars unless YouTube is doing that for you. There is supposed to be a women's tournament going on for number one contendership.
Yeah.
It looked like a lot of fucking slots. And that's a lot of fucking women's wrestling that a lot of us are going to fucking be taking bathroom breaks during. So that, depending on how they do it, if they do it like they did the previous tag tournament, what did they do? They did it like a match a show?
Yes.
Or they had their own show?
They had.
No, they had their own show.
Wait, yeah.
Right?
So it was on. Was that on YouTube?
YouTube.
That was on YouTube. That's exactly what they did. Yep.
I'm good. I'm good with it. I'm good with them putting like a women's title elimination tournament together for YouTube and doing it on a show every week. You have a round. You know what I mean?
Well,
so
I was gonna say what you could even do is that since they have dark, it would maybe make sense that if you're gonna have that kind of a tournament, have one match per dark that has that tournament, since you've already got that.
Bro,
show.
that's gonna. But there's a lot of slots on that tournament. That would take a year to get through that tournament. I'm good with their own show per round. So you maybe do it over a month. You have, the first round, second round, third round, and then the finals at the end of the month,
If anything, that will, and that might test the thirst for having their own show or not, depending if people are really going to pay attention and tune in for something like that.
Well, they're not gonna, but Oh man, I just fucked up.
What's up?
Oh man, I guess I wasn't signed into the chat. I could read it, but I wasn't signed in.
The YouTube chat or the Skype chat?
YouTube chat.
Oh, okay.
Wah wah. So I went to reply and I couldn't. It made me sign in, so I'm signing in now. Oh my god. Not now, Jesus. 50 million fucking. Oh, are you kidding me? Sons of bitches. Can I get back in the chat? Jesus Christ. I asked you a million questions to get back into this fucking login. Okay, so because I was reading what Simon said, I went to reply, and I had to sign in. He said the stars were used to get my attention. There's a lot of chat happening at the moment.
I figured that was for emphasis.
Yeah, that was a little tongue-in-cheek fucking shitting on us. Looks like the Yoshi wrestler... Did he say Yoshi wrestlers will be back as they suggested that one half will be Japanese? Oh, they did suggest. Okay, I didn't look into it, but that's interesting. Joshi, by the way, not Yoshi. Yoshi is the little fucker on Super Mario Brothers.
Yes, he is Mario's dinosaur, and I thought the same thing when I read Yoshi.
Yeah, that's it. That's it for tonight, guys.
Yep.
So, shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to Spider-Man NYC. Thanks for joining us for the first time today. Thank you for sub.
Thanks for getting
for the other people that.
75.
Yeah, thank you for the other people that subbed while you were listening.
Yep.
That got us to 77. So, what did we get? 3 subs today?
I think
4
so.
subs, I think. Woo!
We do a refresh.
Nice.
We're at 77.
Yes, I think what they say we started at 74. You said?
Yeah, we did.
So we got 3. As always, thank you to everybody in the chat that joined us. Simon, yes, it is just you now. Unfortunately, Shake and Bake were not here.
Yeah,
I'm
we
gonna have
didn't
to
have
fuck with
either.
Shake. Yeah, I'm gonna have to mess with Shake in a few minutes, see where the fuck he's been. He's probably gonna wake up groggy from a nap. We love you guys. We love the listeners. We love everybody in the chat. You guys are what does it for us. The AEW Uncensored family. The Peanut Gallery. Thank you. Shout out as always. Check us out on YouTube. I mean, you're listening to us now, but if you're listening on the podcast version, please check us on YouTube Live as well. 3:05 Sundays. Like, share, subscribe. Hit the bell. Make sure you get the notifications. Uncensoredalliance.com for everything we do. Links to everything. Twitter, AEW Uncensored. I don't know if I'll ever be back on Twitter. So right now, that's I don't think I want to give them my phone number. Fuck Twitter. Email AEW Uncensored Podcast at gmail.com. Love mail, hate mail, questions, comments, statements. Fucking just get at us. Talk to us about anything. Oh, shout out to Germany. We've been in the rankings in Germany under 100 all week.
Sweet.
We weren't, early on we were top 10. So shout out to Germany. You're back in business. Thailand, Philippines, you're fucking up. Get back in line. Let's go. Let's fucking go. Facebook, AEW Uncensored Podcast. Put it in the search bar. Like the page. Join the group. We have a page and a group. Hit us up on Skype. Link in the description of the podcast audio version and the YouTube version. Get on that link. Send us a message. We'll put you in the Skype chat with the rest of the listeners that are in it. From there, you could jump on live. Get on the show with us. If you've been listening past shows, we've had some of our family, aka our listeners, in there on the show with us. They've actually bailed us out. The HWO came on and bailed us out when Alan was so bad, sounding like a transformer, that he had to go and reboot. They came in, they saved the day, they hung with us. A few times Alan couldn't make it. We had some of them guys join me to co-host. So we like to be involved with you guys. This is for you guys as much as it is us. So join us in the Skype chat. Get on the show with us whenever you want to talk AEW. And always, the audio version of this podcast can be found on all third-party applications, podcatchers, whatever the fuck you want to call them. Just search AEW Uncensored Podcast. It'll pop up. We're on Google Podcasts, Deezer, TuneIn, Stitcher, iHeart Radio, and iTunes. Please rate, subscribe, and write us a review on iTunes. That's huge. Simon, HWO returns next week. We will see. Thank you again, Simon, for sticking with us. Thanks. You to everybody, all the new guys, all the people who subscribed today, all the guys that were with us earlier in the chat. We love you guys, and we'll talk to you next week. Peace.
Peace.